All right, hello everyone, and welcome to my box opening video for Vivid Voltage. So, a little bit about me. I started playing like when the game first came out many years ago. I played the first three sets, and I bought a bunch of cards. So it's been quite a few number of years for me, but I decided to jump back in. So this is the first box opening video I'm going to be doing, and I have a couple more lined up in the future. So hopefully we'll get a chance to crack open some sweet packs. And as you can see, I don't have a Pokemon playmat just quite yet. I'm using Magic the Gathering one, but pretty sweet nonetheless. So yeah, let's get ready to crack this open and see how we do. So I'll get my X-Acto knife and do a little bit of slicing here. Open up the packs and let's see how well we do. So I know that you want to open up the big Pikachu on the cover, but beyond that, I don't have too much experience with it. I mean, back when I was playing, we had just one rarity, and that was the star. It was an ultra rares and secret rares and all that fun stuff now. So there it is, the box in all of its glory. So let's just get right into it. Pack number one. Let's see what we do, and let's see how it goes. And so you'll notice I'll probably be pausing at some cards that aren't very good, but that's because they'll be new to me. So, and a lot of these Pokemon, I'm not really familiar with some of the newer ones, in Sword and Shield. So, but I do know Yanma. That's a classic one. So let's so we get our Yanma going here, and let's see. There's a Wooper, Dedenne, and I do like that the art is like a real-time art, not just drawings. Choodle. Cool new one. And we get our first foil, which is a Blitzel. So it's got that nice watermark with electricity in it. And our first rare is Berserker. So that's the Galarian Meowth evolved. So much different than the Persian I'm used to evolving from my Meowths. And then we get our energy. And we get our uncommon Swoobat, Macargo, and League Staff. So that's pretty cool, the art on that. Wearing their uniforms. All right, the next pack. We'll see how we do in this one. So one thing I do like is that they give you energy in the packs, because I know, like in Magic, where you get lands everywhere, you don't necessarily get a lot of energy in the game. All right, so here we are with Jolber. So it's our fighting Pokemon. And then we get our Clefairy, Wailmer, Tynamo, Execute, another classic. And we get a foil Eevee. That's a cool one to open. And Beedrill. So Beedrill's power is once during your turn, if this Pokemon is the last card in your hand, you may play it onto your bench. If you do, draw 3 cards. So it's pretty good. I like card advantage. I mean, you're probably watching this going, why is he getting excited about these awful cards? But that's because Matang, that's a nice one. And Jigglypuff. So I do have a Matang in Pokemon Go. That's Perfect IV, so I'm trying to evolve it up, but it's slow to get the candies. But yeah, you might be wondering why I stop at some of these cards. That's because I'm used to the Pokemon. And there's cool ones like Clobbopus, which are from Sword and Shield that I haven't I've gotten a chance to catch yet in the game. All right, so our Shuppet and our foil is a beauty. So draw 2 cards. If this is the first you place on your first turn. So my understanding, that's a relatively new rule with supporters, that you can't play them on the first turn. I could be wrong about that though. And we get Ninjask as our rare. So when you play this Pokemon from your hand to evolve one of your Pokemon during your turn, you may search your deck for a Shedinja and put it onto your bench and then shuffle your deck. So a little bit of synergy there. And we get another Swoobat, Loudred. Is there uncommons? So let's crack it open and see what we get in our next pack. All right, so we get another Shuppet, Puchnia, Voltorb, Rockruff, nice, Gigaraf, weird looking giraffe is our foil. The watermark is really cool though on those. I like the way they do those. And we get our a rare Flareon. There we go. And this Pokemon has a memory capsule attached. Grass Pokemon in play have no abilities, so looks like that's kind of a meta call. And we get this cool non-basic energy, or special energy as it's called. That seems pretty sweet. And we get a bath and a Hitmontop. I love that art just because it's got the like trainer in the background mimicking it. So that's what I mean. Like I like to point out cool Pokemon and like cool art more so, even more so than like cool abilities or really useful cards. All right, so another Yanma, another Galarian Meowth, Duskull, Voltorb, Weedle. That kind of reminds me a little bit of like the original Weedle art. And then our foil is Terrakion. I'm probably butchered the pronunciation of that, but it's a problem though when you just read cards, you don't hear somebody pronounce it. Then we have Garbodor, so the garbage bag Pokemon. But yeah, so like that's one thing I noticed, right? Like especially with Pokemon names, if you don't hear anyone pronounce it, you could be mispronouncing it for a long time, right? And I really like that Sableye art, and we get Duat. So even as a kid, I noticed like there's some words you'd read, and then you'd finally like, hear somebody pronounce it correctly, and you're like, oh, that's how you say that. Like I remember like acolyte was one of those words where like I totally butchered it when I was reading it in my mind. All right, so next pack, there's that Sweet Dedenne Oshawott. So that's cool. And then we get a foil Drone Rotom. So that's not that one I can tell by reading it. It's not the best card, but it's Rotom, so interesting. And we get another Eevee evolution, so Jolteon. So it seems like it has a very similar ability, but just for water Pokemon. So I'm guessing that's probably part of a cycle. Careless, not looking too good, but I guess she's digging fossils up. Dusclops, cool, and Electric. So nothing so far in terms of getting anything like V's, V Maxes, and any kind of special cards. So we'll see if hopefully that changes in the next couple packs. So we get that Weedle again, another Drillbur, Clefairy, Foil Execute. So that's a really clean design on that one. And we get a Shaman, foil or a hollow rare. So that one I do know. I have seen I think it's the GX version of it. That was like a staple in tournament decks. That was I do remember hearing about that one. So I do know the history of that card. So that's kind of cool. Interesting that they made just a regular version of it afterwards. All right, so we are on a Pick-a-Peck, Puchnia, Rockruff, Blitzel, Skidoo, and then here we go, my foil Metang. There you go, part of mine. And then we get Lycanroc. And it's interesting with Lycanroc, it has just 2 abilities, right? Not even like any text on them, like a drawback even, like, flip a coin, if you lose the flip, discard a card, energy attached, nothing like that. Moo Cheese I like. And Durwat and Ferrothorn. So, yeah, the Lycanroc is interesting. And it's even like the progression with the energy on it, right? It's just like 1, 2, play 1, and then the next one's just a strict upgrade if you want it in terms of using 2 energy on it. So it's interesting how they can still make kind of those basic designs this far into the game. All right, so there's a Woobat, Seedot, Phanpy with the little Teddiursa there in the picture. Is that like a doll though? And we get a Galarian Stunfish. So I remember in Pokemon Go, this is a really weird Pokemon, the Stunfish. This looks really weird because it's so flat. And here we go, our first V Pokemon. So we get a Pikachu. That's cool. I don't know if it's worth a lot, but it just looks cool, right? Because it's Pikachu in action, and you get the nice shininess. And then we get a foil or a fire energy, and Nessa, and a Nuzleaf. So I brought some clear sleeves so I can throw any valuable or rare-looking cards into sleeves. So I came somewhat prepared. All right, so next pack. Let's see how we do. All right, another Eevee, Seedot, Electric, Clefairy, Phanpy, Vaporeon. Okay, and we get a foil version of it. So there's the last of the cycle. And see what our rare ends up being. Dauphin. Oh, that's really cool. So our Phanpy evolution. And we get a Psychic Energy, another Special Energy, so Coding Energy, Shuckle, and Delmise. So I wonder if it's like the Special Energy, is that just like a strict upgrade on like basic energy? Like is there any kind of downside to using it other than maybe if a card references like putting an energy from your discard pile onto a Pokemon or something. Because I mean, I don't know if there's really any ways to really hurt somebody from using like a lot of special energy like that. That seems to have no downside. All right, so our foil is Tynamo. So it has a little special ability on it too, which is kind of cool. And then our rare is Mudsdale. So there is our rare for the pack. We get a Steel Energy, Mighty Nia, and a Trump Beak. Alright, so far we just hit the one Pikachu V. Alright, Wooper. Then Meowth again. Cottony. It's a cool one. Nincada. Our foil is Zebra Strike. Not bad. And we hit a Toucanon. So I remember when I first was playing through Sun and Moon, I evolved the Pick-a-Peck. And without knowing what the other Pokemon were in the game, I hadn't looked ahead. Kind of wanted to keep it kind of a mystery, to see what happens. And I remember when it evolved into that, I thought, well, that's a weird, because it went from like almost like a woodpecker or whatever, like kind of like a bird into like a Toucan Sam looking bird. It just was kind of a weird change, but I do like the Toucanon. The name is pretty sweet. All right, so we have a Wailmer, Cottony, Clobberpuss, love that one, Electric, and Dedenne is our foil. So there he is, little like action figure, and we get a Zygarde hollow foil. So pretty cool. So it's kind of hard to tell what's going on in the art. It's kind of like a lot going on. And then we get another Metang, Alistair. That's a weird card. Like I said, I haven't played through Sword and Shield yet. I've been kind of distracted with some other like Switch games and Animal Crossing. I'm gonna be honest, Animal Crossing takes up a lot of my time when it comes to playing on the Switch. All right, so Riolu, sorry. Okay, Electrike, love that guy too. Dialga as our foil. That's awesome. Again, you're probably saying, well, this card's not very good, but that's pretty cool. Still, it's cool to see like a legendary like Dialga get a card. And our hollow foil is Electrode. So it looks like he's slamming something on the ground. It has a pretty powerful 100 damage effect. And Charmeleon, cool. That's cool that they're still doing like even like the basic Pokemon from like the very first set are still getting cards in the game. That's cool how they're supporting them like that. All right, so again another Eevee, trash Pokemon there, Tutor, Riolu, and Bia is our foil supporter, and our rare is Fortress. There's that, and Kakuna, and there's Stunfish. All right. So hopefully our luck turns around pretty soon because hasn't been anything that's been knocking my socks off so far. Just the one Pikachu. V. All right, so Milcery, I don't know. I've never seen that Pokemon before. Whisper, crying. It's funny. Drillbur, Electros. That's our rare. And another Shedinja is our rare for this pack. So if you look at the effect, so I'll put this Pokemon into play only with the effect of Ninjask Cast-Off ability. So that's interesting. Interesting design. I like it. Kind of cool. They work. Synergy works well. And Sableye, Duat, and Opal. So it's the way they design the card is to probably to mimic the way it works in the game, right? It's always cool when those kind of things can cross and you can make a cool effect like that. All right, so let us take a look at this next pack. And okay, Skidoo, Trubbish, Shuppet, Choodle, yep. A foil Moo Cheese, look at that. So it's cool that it gets to heal two of your Pokemon that have energy attached. So interesting way they designed that card to. And then our rare is Shift Tree. So as long as this Pokemon is in the active zone, supporter cards of your opponent's hand have the effect draw 3 cards. This happens instead of the card's effect. So it's kind of weird how, because I think generally draw 3 seems like a pretty good effect that you want to have on your support cards. So maybe that's part of like you can put a mill strategy, maybe like to run your opponent out of cards. I don't know, but interesting design. And we get couple of cards we've seen already. I mean, I remember when we were playing the original game, it was all about bill, right? Draw 2 cards. Like you just ran 4 bills in every deck because there was no downside. And even like Professor Oak was discard your hand, draw 7. If you could run through your deck pretty quickly, you could really take advantage of it, especially like in the Blastoise deck, where you get to play as many water energy. All right, so we get a foil Shedinja now. That's another one. All right, put that in the right pile. And our rare is Samurott. So it's cool that they're giving support to other starters that are besides like the original starters and then like the newest Sword and Shield starter Pokemon. And then we get Pinchurchin is our uncommon. But yeah, it's cool that they support them because obviously when the game that they're in comes out, they're a big deal. But then also when the next game comes out, then nobody really cares anymore, right? It's not the one everyone's talking about. So it's cool that they still get some attention in the card game. All right, so Woobat, Beldum goes with our Metangs. Yep, Scoot. All right, our foil Dusclops, nice. And oh, here we go. Look at that. Galarian Dementin. I'm probably butchering that, but it's a VMAX too, which is nice. So let's get a sleeve out for that and put that in there to make sure it's protected. Really nice card. And look at the shine on that. Like, all right, so then we get kind of the ones we've already seen already. So wow, look at that. Can't believe it. To get a nice VMAX like that. The only other VMAX I opened was the Charizard from Mike. It was like a 10 or something, which is clearly not one to complain about after I looked at the price on it. Okay, so we get a foil Wooper and Lycanroc. So another Lycanroc. So I'm close to building the Lycanroc deck now. It'll be a very basic, just play your energy and attack until they're gone. Kind of straight up kind of deck. So I can use my Rock Throw or my Sharp Mane. Get the job done there. All right, Chimco. All right, and Beldum. Foil Puchnia. And we get a Zaora. So this Pokemon I've never seen before. This must be obviously either a legendary or a new one. And you can see it references GX or V Pokemon. Kind of cool. And let's see what else we pulled. Oops, flipped it over. So we get that's a cool art with the spider and our league staff. Okay, so it's interesting too that because at some point Wizards of the Coast stopped producing the game, but it's it looks exactly the same. They've been able to maintain the look of the cards and everything after all these years. All right, so our foil is Telescopic Sight. So cool item card to put on there, and it looks like it boosts the attacks, I think. And we get a rare. Another Vaporeon is our rare. All right, and then we get another Shuckle and Trumpeak. So doing pretty good on getting a lot of uncommons. Okay. So far there's only 2 V Pokemon. So one was a V Max, so that's pretty good. All right, Pick-a-Peck. Yep, Blitzel, yep. All right, and Cottonee is our foil. And there we go, Togekiss V, nice. Beautiful looking card. And we get Gogoat, Kara, and a Stone Energy. So let's get that into a sleeve right away. So again, I don't know if these cards are worth any money. I'll take a look after I'm done and check them up. But even if they're not worth a lot, I mean, they're still really cool to look at, right? And that's part of the fun of opening these packs and kind of seeing all the cool cards you get to open. It certainly changed from when I was playing originally. All right, so this pack, we have a Joltik, Mudbray, Execute. Okay, and we get a Ferrothorn as our foil. And another Terrakion as our rare. All right, so this is a non-foil one. A Coding Energy and a Hero's Medal. So the VMAX, this card is attached. You loses 100 HP and is knocked out by damage. Attacks from your opponent's Pokemon. The player takes one fewer prize. You can't attach this to VMAX Pokemon that has 100 or less remaining. So it's an interesting card in that, like, it effectively makes your VMAX, worse. Kind of downgrades them, but it also prevents your opponent from getting more prize cards from defeating it. So interesting trade-off. I'm not sure exactly why you put that in your deck. I'm sure there's some reason, a very good reason, but I just can't think of it. All right, Pineco. There he is. Yep. Glaring Meowth. Cool art. Oh, a foil Nessa. Interesting card. So you get to return any combination of water Pokemon and energy to a max of 4. It's cool. And a Yanmega. And it's cool. It's not cool, but it's interesting. This card like has all colorless as the power up. So interesting that they did that. They didn't require any grass energy on that. So I'm not too familiar with. And there's the Korok. See how in a Romac energy. But it's interesting that they designed the Pokemon. Like, I guess even the Pineco has it, but it's just more obvious with Yanmega, right? That it has just all colorless effects. Colorless energy requirements. All right, so I'm going to take out the last few packs here so you can see them out of the box and see how well we do. All right, our Pharaoh Seed. Yep. Whalmer. Oh, we get a foil Raikou. So this is an A. So I'm guessing this is probably something special, and looking from the foil, it looks pretty awesome. So definitely going to grab a sleeve to put this one in. So I'm sure people who are watching this are probably either going to tell me how good it was or how mediocre the card is. But, I mean, either way, it looks awesome in the art. That's a really cool way they did it. All right, so... And again, I'm going to look up the values afterwards, so I'll be able to report. All right, so let's see. Foil Nuzleaf, cool. And wow, look at that, Alakazam V. So another ultra rare. And we'll put that in a nice sleeve here to protect it. So a couple good, really nice back-to-back pulls there. So we're getting some pretty sweet cards. And what else we got? So Coding Energy and a couple other cool cards, but our main one is the Alakazam V. So it's interesting though with these packs, right? Like the kind of the middle, almost back towards the middle is where like the rare money card is. So you have like the rest of the cards. It's like what should be like Magic, where like they put everything at the back because it's almost anticlimactic when you get to the last 3 or 4 cards. Cause it's like I've seen where the value is already in this, right? I've seen the foil and I've seen the. If it's got an ultra rare or anything. All right, so we're up to Hitmon top. And art, again, love it. Magearna, which I think is a legendary. But I think it's like one of the, the ones that aren't in the game, the ones you have to get a special event for. So I'm going to put it in a sleeve, even though I know it's just a regular rare, because it looks pretty sweet. I want to make sure it's protected. So I'll put that over there and let us continue. Another Rotom, a Swoobat, and a Louder. Okay, so things are picking up. And let's see, another Mudbray, Joltik, Weedle, Talo. Okay, I do like in the art it has like the claymation art in it. And another Samurott, so this is the foil one. And we get Alcremie, so it looks like some sort of like strawberry pastry. So when you play this Pokemon from your hand to evolve a Pokemon during your turn, you may have each player draw a card. So interesting that you have each player. I don't know how you can kind of break that synergy with the card or not, but I'm sure there's some way you can probably take advantage of that. Maybe in your your opponent's supporters become all draw threes, right? You just mill them out. All right, so we get Phanpy again, Pineco, ooh, a foil Trubbish, nice. And holy moly, look at that. Secret rare, Nessa. Look at that shine. Holy cow. Okay, so we're definitely going to get a sleeve out for this one. I'm not sure what the price on this one again is, but I'm going to look it up. But I'm going to guess it's probably worth hopefully something. And Trumbeak and Hitmonchan and Macargo. All right, so these last few packs, man, we really hit some out of the park here. Yeah, after those first couple, we had a good run there at the beginning after that with that Pikachu where there was nothing coming up, and then just hitting all home runs. All right, so Mightyena and Draporeon V, nice. So there's our little Scorpion buddy. So again, we're gonna get a sleeve out for him. Drop him in one of those. I mean, they're all gonna go in my binder anyways, so I sleeve them all in there. So it doesn't matter if I put it on now or later. But I've learned though, it's better to be safe than sorry. All right, so Cottony, ooh, a foil Whisper, poor things, poor crying Whisper. And we get a regular Demartian. So just the regular V1. So I guess it gives us a set of the V and the V Max, which I know if you actually were going to play them in a deck, you'd want more copies. But I'm just saying, for a box, it's not bad to get both, the V Max and the regular V copy of the card. So we got 4 packs left. So see if we can close this out with a bang. So there's our Clobberpuss, Charmander, ooh, foil Macargo, nice, nice. And what do I see there? It looks like it's got a black shiny border, so it is going to be a Steelix V. Wow, look at that. That is awesome. Again, I don't know if the card's any good. It's probably okay, but I think the the art and everything on it is really cool. And I'm always kind of surprised. Like I'm surprised, like in the world of like Pokemon, that like Onix and Steelix aren't like a bigger deal, right? Like you'd think like the massive size of them, they would just be crushing everything left and right. Like even with powers, right? Like they're always so huge in like the anime. I always wonder why they just didn't dominate. Like you just have a team of just Steelix and Onixes and just crush everything. Like does it really matter if Squirtle's shooting you with energy, right? Man, I still can't get over that nice Raikou though. All right, 3 packs to go. So let's see what we got here. Mudbray. Ooh, Zapdos foil. That's really awesome. Pretty cool to get a Zapdos, let alone the foil Zapdos. And another Shedinja. So I think it's my third one of those. So and then we does leave Water Energy special. And all right, down to 2 packs. So like I think ever since we took the packs out of the box, they've been mostly home runs, which is pretty cool to see. All right, so Rockruff, Whisper, Trubbish, and Jirachi. Wow, look at that. So it's another one of those foil cards. So again, it's a beautiful looking card. Look at the shine on that when you put it in the light. Okay, time to sleeve that up. And I think we get a rare Quagsire underneath. So there he is. Pales in comparison to Jirachi, but it's cool though nonetheless. All right, and then we're down to our last pack. So let's see how we do. I mean, I can't say enough about the last, 5 or 6 packs have really been great. Another Clobberpuss. Got to end on a high note. Our foil is Chimco, and we get a Leon as our rare. So look at that. I almost went past it the first time. And then we get that creepy Alistair art and Cramorant and Anessa. So the regular one to go with our nice secret foil rare, full art, all the goodiness. All right, so I'm going to go look up the cards. And, I could say after looking them up that the Nessa, I think, was the second most expensive card in the whole set. Now, of course, the most expensive card is quite a bit more, but still really good value. And even the Jirachi and the Raikou, were surprised me. They're actually worth a lot, which is nice. And the Alakazam, which is an ultra rare, has some good value with it as well. So we did. I think we did pretty good on the box as a whole. Hitting the secret rare and a couple of the A rares. And then, we hit all these other ultras as well. So I'm not sure what the normal expected amount for a box like this is, but I got to think that, we did pretty good given the price system of the cards. So I just want to thank everyone for watching the video. And I'm going to be doing a few more boxes, like I said, for Pokemon. So I'll be back soon with, I think it was Rebel Clash and Sword and Shield. So thanks for watching. Bye.